Hi, good morning. The trailer for season 5 has finally released, so let's break it down. 3 years after the end of season 4, Joe is living his best life back home in New York. He's playing happy family with Kate and Henry as she bankrolls their lavish lifestyle, working as the CEO of her father's business empire and the head of the T.R. Lockwood Foundation. Joe is thriving, having buried his old self to keep it all together. Somehow, he's managed to survive the shark-infested waters of the Lockwood family without killing anybody. First, there's Regan, Kate's cunning, cutthroat sister and CFO of the company. Her husband is Harrison, who is a pro football player. Sure, whatever. Then there's Maddie, Regan's twin sister and also Kate's sister. That's how sisters work. She's more of a socialite and her job at the company is vaguely PR. Finally, for siblings, there's Kate's brother Teddy, who was never fully accepted by the family, so he could either be in Kate's corner or he could be out to get her once Regan decides that she wants Kate out as CEO. But for Joe, despite having it all, money, fame, power, and his son, Bronte shows up and invokes in him a nostalgia for a simpler time in his life. An enigmatic, free-spirited, aspiring playwright, she could be somebody to understand him as the broke book nerd that he is at heart, and she tempts him, but he decides that it's not worth the risk. For now. While he's willing to do anything to protect his family, the fame of being Prince Charming also comes with scrutiny, and it seems that Joe's image will be challenged when his homicidal tendencies start to make headlines. And those headlines turn into hashtags as speculation spreads across social media, including a clip of Annika asserting that Joe killed Peach. Notably absent from the trailer is Detective Marquez, but I think she's the one saying, if anyone knows anything about Joe Goldberg, we want to know, and maybe even interviewing Nadia. It seems like this season is going to go off the rail, so I just have to list some things from the trailer. Joe sneaking up on one of the twins. I assume this is Regan, and I wouldn't be surprised if he kills her after she threatens Kate as CEO. Kate questions Joe, wanting to kill everyone suspicious of them, and he's like, well, yeah, is it so wrong if it's for the right reasons? But of course, he decides what the right reasons are. Joe puts on his cap and stabs a guy in the street. No clue what's going on there. Joe fights off some men in suits while Henry screams for him from the stairs. Joe looks like he's drowning Bronte in a scene that might or might not be real. Showing off the cage, Joe explains that at heart, I am a normal guy. Imagine standing in front of the cage where you've trapped and killed people and trying to say that you're a normal guy. You're delusional, Joe. Finally, a shot of Joe laughing with blood on his chin, maybe while the bookstore is burning after Maddie starts a fire and telling him to burn in hell. So with the latest trailer and some pictures online, I want to try and piece together some of the season's story. The season will start after a solid 3 years of Joe building the picture-perfect life with Kate and Henry in his hometown of New York and owning the bookstore that he's known most of his life. It's going really well for Joe, so it's probably time to blow it all up. Pictures of an estate sale show Bronte in maybe the same outfit as when she's trying to steal from Mooney's, and a picture from episode 1 makes it seem like Joe and Bronte might recognize each other in this moment, so I assume that Joe could meet her in episode 1 and then let her have this book that she's stealing, and he'll feel tempted to fall for her, but he'll tell himself that he's still dedicated to Kate and Henry as those old feelings start creeping back in. While his life has been great and glamorous as Kate has made it possible for Joe to return home, the threat of Regan challenging Kate will probably be her downfall as Joe returns to his old ways to problem solve. Teddy might start to get suspicious of Joe by episode 5, telling Kate that she's not safe and questioning who she married. Between the newspaper headlines, the Annika video, and comments on a live stream about witnessing what Joe did and how guilty he looks, it sounds like Joe got messy, but who knows what consequences he'll actually face beyond a social media firestorm. Maddie might be able to tame the flames and control the narrative until episode 9 when she finds out that Joe killed her sister and sets fire to Mooney's. After that, who knows? Not me, I'm not psychic. Honestly, the tagline, a killer finale you never saw coming, makes me feel like somebody spends the season stalking Joe and collecting evidence, but then I don't know what. Like, I don't like theorizing as much as I just like explaining. I'd rather watch a show, think about it, and then talk about it than try and guess what's going to happen based on pictures and trailers. That said, I am working on another video based on everything I've seen so far. I'm just trying to keep myself busy for the next 6 weeks until the season comes out.